Eastern Conference playoffs. And this is Game 3 of the first round on EA Sports. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you talk about the Nets coming in. They held their ground in the first two games at their place. Now the test begins as they take the 2-0 lead on the road.
And you know, the first two games held the form. But now the series shifts. So this crowd is going to need to give them everything they can for an advantage. Even though this isn't a must-win, they need to play like it is because you don't want to be down 3-0.
And Kyrie Irving, odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Harden to Durant. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
To Cantor. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Durant. Griffin. Sizing up the defense. Harden to the basket, but his shot stays out. Brown into the front court. Down 3. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Griffin. Short jumper stays out. Walker into the front court. They're down 3. The drive right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark. Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. To Jordan down low. DeAndre Jordan, look out. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Fournier to Cantor. DeAndre Jordan swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Harden to Irving. Harden to Irving. Gets it in the right corner. Harden shoots. James Harden. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Here's a chance from long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Brooklyn's got it. Irving to Durant. For 3, his first effort off the mark. To Walker. DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air. Can't connect.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Harden to Irving. Jason Tatum with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Yes, and the the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kemba Walker at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game. Kevin Durant has it. To Griffin. Harden. Can't connect from in close.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Tatum knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handle.
The 2021 NBA playoffs one-round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Groove AIM 2021.
Shot won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Walker to Jaylen Brown. Walker, 24-second violation. Harden to Griffin. Shot clock winding down. Irving to Durant. Fires the 3, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. No good. Made the first 2, missed the last. To Jaylen Brown. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Nets have the basketball. To Aldridge. It's the Celtics with the rebound. To Cantor. To Marcus Smart. Fournier. Not going down for him this time.
That's how you do it. You keep... Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Cantor. Off the assist.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. 2 of 4 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. To Jordan. Celtics come away with it. To Cantor. Works it up top. Fournier. Down to 5 on the 24. Cantor gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Now to Jordan, down low. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
DeAndre Jordan's game, we know, is better suited for being closer to the rim. But I got to give him a lot of credit. He's developed into a guy who can step out and occasionally knock down a jumper if you give him some space.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's Brooklyn's ball. To Allen Crabbe. Probing the defense. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Off the mark on the first free throw. He missed a pair of free throws. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down a point. To Allen Crabbe. Easy path to the rim.
And for the money Crabbe got, he better be a professional scorer, getting it done the hard way.
To Marcus Smart.
Philadelphia 76ers led Series 2-0 over Washington Wizards in the 2021 NBA playoffs 1-round season 8 games.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Walker. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Kemba Walker. Screen coming. Down to 5 on the 24. Walker. He was all over him. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Leads 1. To Allen Crabbe. Nothing going here on that drive. LaMarcus Aldridge missed his first. That one goes.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kemba Walker, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Here comes the screen.
Utah Jazz led Series 2-0 over Memphis Grizzlies in the 2021 NBA playoffs 1-round season 8 games.
Lets it fly from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Down low, Aldridge. From the painted area, won't go down. Jumper's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Marcus Smart. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Woo,
Los Angeles Clippers led Series 2-0 over Dallas Mavericks in the 2021 NBA playoffs, one-round season 8 games.
To Dinwiddie. Wide open look, won't go.
Well, the shots aren't falling, but that's okay. Let the defense keep opening up that door. Sooner or later, you're going to walk through.
He can't get it to go. No good. Time runs out here in the first quarter.
Denver Nuggets led Series 2-1 over Portland Trail Blazers in the 2021 NBA playoffs, one-round season 8 games.
First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Gets a shot up, off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kyrie Irving has got 2 shots coming. A career 87% from the line. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Walker with the basketball. They trail by 7. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
And he buries it.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Right now, down 7. It's Harden with the rebound. Durant across the timeline. Minute gone by in this second quarter.
Los Angeles Lakers led Series 2-1 over Phoenix Suns in the 2021 NBA playoffs, one-round season 8 games.
Nothing going here on that drive. James Harden. That's 3 now on 4 shots. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Scores from the post. Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Cantor. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Durant with the basketball up top. It's a 9-point lead.
New York Knicks led Series 3-0 over Atlanta Hawks in the 2021 NBA playoffs, one-round season 8 games.
You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Curling inside. Blake Griffin tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And a put-back slam.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Irving with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. James Harden, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Cantor. Able to convert inside.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Harden to Durant. From long range, it's Boston with the rebound. Has a look. Now a step
Milwaukee Bucks led series 2-1 over Miami Heat in the 2021 NBA playoffs one-round season 8 games.
To Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden. And he stuffs it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Screen coming. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots. A career 65% free throw shooter. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Irving to Harden. James Harden. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Walker. Tatum's shot no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from in close. Walker. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Harden with it up top. Up by 6. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Harden to Griffin. And the slam.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Walker. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Irving brings the ball up court to Harden. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Shot by Tatum won't fall.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Harden. He engulfed him that time. Jason Tatum able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Off the mark. Kyrie across the timeline. Lead stands at 10. To Harden. Griffin to Irving. Griffin. No good. To Cantor. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Short jumper won't fall. Trying to cash in. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2 of 4 now. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
To Walker. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Fournier hits it, and the foul, and a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Evan Fournier with a chance at a 4-point play. Numbers not good. 52% for his career. 3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Harden. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Shot for James Harden. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Cantor. Boston with 4 to shoot. And scores on the step back. Unguardable jet.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Into the front court, it's Irving. His team leads it by 10. And as Cantor sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Nothing going here on that drive to Jaylen Brown. To Cantor. Short jumper stays out. Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Harden. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Harden, now that's a contest. Boston with the basketball. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Shot from the lane won't go. Kyrie Irving, he is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Fournier to Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Fournier to Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Celtics are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
The Boston Celtics had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
James Harden was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Celtics have it. Walker. Screen coming. Probing the defense. To Fournier. Nothing going here on that drive. gets to the basket and scores.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Fournier, defended by Kevin Durant. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Fournier to Cantor. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Durant to Harden. Beyond the arc for three. They need something to go down. It's no good. Fournier to Kemba Walker. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
To Griffin. Irving to Griffin. Harden. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Celtics have it. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Walker to Cantor. Blake Griffin pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Harden. Down the lane to lay it in. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
5 on the shot clock. Tatum. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Draws the contact, and Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First free throw is good.
Good shot, man. I see you've been working on your game.
Able to convert on both free throws. Here comes the screen. Kevin Durant with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Harden to Irving. Shot from in close, no good. Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. Durant across the timeline. Up a dozen. It's Cantor with the board. Walker into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Cantor. It's Harden to pull down the rebound. Here's Irving into the front court. Lead is 12. Kyrie Irving. He's now 4 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker to Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Cashes in for 2.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Griffin to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. And draws the foul.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. And count the basket inside.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down a bundle. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Kyrie. Add 2 points to the board. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Allen Crabbe. Down low, Aldridge. Jason Tatum sends it away. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jason Tatum. beyond the arc and knocks it down. And, Jay, the system produces once again.
Crafty, Ed. I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
Fournier to Cantor. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Shot by Tatum won't go. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Aldridge. Baseline drive. LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 6 now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Fournier. To Cantor. The jumper's off the mark. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Fournier. To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Smart shot, no good. Got it.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Jaylen Brown. To Marcus Smart. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Knocks it down off the step back. Nets have it. To Aldridge. To Dinwiddie. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here comes the screen. To Fournier. Boston with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Misfires. It's no good. To Jordan. And slams it down. Big finish for Aldridge. Timeout Boston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Fans who volunteered at our recent food drive. We couldn't have done it without your support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Kemba Walker guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. The shot almost. Dinwiddie into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. It's been all net so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Irving to Harden. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Baseline drive and score. Strong take.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Harden to Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Irving to Harden. Here comes the screen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Harden. Had a chance, but it's no good. Another follows. Still no good. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Kemba Walker. And he's going to the free throw line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Kemba Walker, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first.
Into the game for Brooklyn, number 30.
And gets both to drop at the line. Kyrie with the rock. To Harden. Takes stock of the floor. Harden to Davis. Able to convert inside. Walker with the basketball.
What is up, bro?
His guys down big. Fournier to Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Kemba Walker here against Harden. And Griffin the rebound. Just off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Irving brings the ball up court to Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden can't connect.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Fournier to Marcus Smart. The rebound cleared by the Nets. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Harden, and he's yet to hit one from deep. It's no good. To Fournier. To Marcus Smart. Trying to cash in. Shot misses there by Smart. Durant. Marcus Smart, good touch.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
KD with the rock. Griffin to Dinwiddie. To Harden. Durant. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Durant. Rebound, Aaron Baines. Has a chance. Smart shot, no good. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Davis. Doesn't get the bounce. Here comes the screen. He connects off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Tickets before the end of today's game, and you will receive an exclusive discount.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Can't connect from in close. Brown with it up top. Down by 15. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Irving. Can't miss those. Fournier. Passed it off. To Fournier. Off the assist.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Here comes the screen. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Kyrie lets it go. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Trailing by 15. Nothing going here on that drive. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Ed, here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Durant to Harden. Kyrie. And the rebound pulled in by Brown. Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Kevin Durant. 3 for 8. He's got to do better. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Has a look. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. Harden in possession. His team on top by 13. To Durant. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. They'll regroup before the action continues. New blood coming in for both sides. Kemba Walker, tough matchup against Durant. Here's a chance from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Short jumper off the mark. Fournier.
Big screen right there, big screen.
To Jaylen Brown. To Fournier. For 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Kevin Durant has it. to Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving to Harden. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Fournier to Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker to Fournier. Fires the three. And Durant there to claim the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whoop, that's a scary thing to watch.
It's the Nets who are victorious. They've taken a commanding lead in this best-of-7 series. 3 games to none. 1 victory left. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job of letting the fundamentals of basketball be the key to success. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets. The Celtics just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
The Brooklyn Nets had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
DeAndre Jordan gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Jay Williams. This is Jalen Rose signing off.